What's up, everybody? It's your boy Phil Shocker, the Nice to Hedgehog here with our Week 3 team builder of the RGBL. As you guys can see, I have recording this video. I did not play my Week 2 game yet, and I have actually built this team the night after. Because last night I did my team builder for Week 2, and then this morning I literally did it for Week 3, just because Week 3 is literally around the corner afterwards. So, yeah. But yeah, we're here for our Week 3. We're going against Phantom and the Orlando Gangars. Phantom and I think are. I think Phantom was actually the one that knocked out my perfect start to the season last season with great tech on his end, like stuff I was not fully expecting and prepared to see. He had great tech and beat me. Um, Excuse me. Any chances of me trying to win got halted with Durant being an idiot and missing. So there was that. But I think overall, I mean, we could have still lost. You never know. But yeah, hopefully get to redemption in this kind of little rubber match we got going on here. His team's disgusting, though. It's very disgusting. You'll see why. I mean, you already do, but I'll go into the lengths why. But if you guys are excited, leave a like, haven't already, subscribe if you're new, join the First Shocker crew today because you'd be reeling with the king of the crew. And with that being said, let's get into this team builder. So looking at Phantom's team, he has got Drapion, Cloyster, Gliscor, Blissey, Breloom, Slowbro, Raichu, Heatran, Shuckle, and Mr. Mime. I know you look at the top three right there, and it just screams ew. It literally just screams ew. Like he has two of the best mons that counter Blissey's weakness. He has one of the best counters to Gliscor's weaknesses in Slowbro. And then he also has some of the best counters to Slowbro's weaknesses with Gliscor. As much as this is disgusting, I gotta give props for Phantom to build perfectly around these three defensive pieces. One that can play Spadev, one that plays Fizdev, one plays Mix, and it's really is disgusting. He doesn't have a ton of offense on his team. It's mostly just bulk, so we're gonna definitely try to take advantage of the speed tiers in this matchup here, and hopefully be able to take advantage of that. But looking at his team, though, I don't think Mr. Mime really comes. Mr. Mime's really not all that good of a Pokemon. I don't think it really matches up that well against me, anyways. So it's stuff like that. Sorry for the yawns, guys. It is the morning, so I also got to kind of hurry up with this team, but I got a couple things I got to do before I go to work. We have Shuckle. I don't think he's going to bring Shuckle. My team's already kind of faster than him, and I don't think some of his mons here really benefit from Webs all that much. In fact, Webs really doesn't really benefit a lot of things on his team, everything. Well, Heatran is a possibility to show up. Heatran could be a really good stopping for things like Rapidash. It's also a really good annoying mon to kind of counter Celebi. But little does he know, I've got ways to counter with Celebi and stuff like that. It's also a good wall for things like Azelf and stuff like that. Raichu is also another strong possibility. There's a 50% chance that it could be a Choice Scarf Raichu, but more times than not, I'd always expect it to probably be like Nasty Plot 3 attacks or Shucka Berry. So there's that. Excuse me, my God. But yeah. For the six I expect him to bring, I think Cloyster makes all the sense in the world. Shell Smash Cloyster is just very stupid. It's very scary. It could be a Sash Cloyster set, so I do have to be careful, and I might rethink about having certain prep in case I really need to counter focus Sash Cloyster, which again I think is a possibility, but I don't think it's a main possibility. Drapion's a dead giveaway. Drapion matches up so well against my team. I only have really one good answer to Drapion, and that is obviously my Nidoqueen. He's faster than me, so it's going to be a bit of an issue there. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. I'm just tired today. But actually, well, I guess in fairness, I've been up since 2 in the morning, like 2:30/3 o'clock in the morning. I guess. Anyways, no talking. Let's get back to the team builder. Which Bob's talking. Anyways, Drapion just really annoying. I do expect potentially an Assault Vest or Chocoberry set. I think that makes a lot more sense against my team. I do see since it does not have knockoff, that's gonna be. I don't know why my computer does this to me. Knockoff is not in the game anymore, so that's one good thing to know about this mon. Do expect maybe something like Night Slash, definitely Poison Jab. There is a decent possibility he could bring Toxic Spikes, so that's gonna be something we have to be on the lookout for, and kind of make sure we don't get things poisoned. Like again, like Celebi, I don't care getting poisoned. Because we have Natural Cure, we have obviously Nidoqueen, which prevents it as well. There's a lot of good things for our team to kind of go around that. So Definitely think we can go around it, but it's definitely annoying. Blissey's just stupid. I have a fighting type, but my fighting type is heavily pressured in this game for a couple of reasons. One, my fighting type is very pressured to the fact that Slowbro plus Gliscor just walls it. If it wasn't for Gliscor, I could easily bring my Hitmonlee in this matchup and be able to win. No instant buts. And then there's also things like my Sneasel that are really, really good in this match. But there's Mach Punch Breloom, and then there's defensive. There's a Heatran. There is Static Raichu, and then there is a Cloyster that can live any one hit. So it's just like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, guys. There's just like so much I can't really do in this matchup with some of the mons I have. Like I'm bringing some new mons this week, like I have been last week. So it's gonna be hopefully almost there. And then obviously there's things like Breloom. Breloom, obviously, I do expect Breloom to probably a sub Leech Seed set with Technician. He could also just be sub 3 attacks with leftovers. He could be sub Mach Punch, Rock Tomb, and then Bullet Seed with Skill Link. Oh, is it Skill Link or is it just Technician? I don't remember. Okay, it's just Technician. So he can easily just be Technician sub with 3 attacks or 3 attacks. Just can take advantage of that and just go from there. So we gotta be very careful of Breloom. I think the Breloom was absolutely forced into this matchup. Breloom does have a really bad matchup against us, but I feel like it's kind of forced to be brought just because of the fact that again, if he doesn't bring Breloom, he doesn't really have a best answer to Manaphy, unless he decides to forego Breloom and then bring Raichu, which then would also make a lot of sense. Then if you wanted to go that route, so definitely something to kind of play a big factor towards this matchup. So there's that. Also, if you hear meowing, it's because a cat wants attention. And then Slowbro, I think Slowbro's a phenomenally good defensive pivot. Could see potentially Cobra Berry. I could see Assault Vested. I could possibly see Rocky Helmet. Oh my god, I'm so sorry for how many yawns I've done in this video, guys. I'm just tired. So let's quickly go into the team that I'm bringing here. Kicking off here with Hawkeye. Hawkeye just matches up super strong. We are actually going to go with I definitely have him showing off. I'm always bringing Toy Scarf, but I want to see if I can try to really pull the wool over some people's eyes. And we're gonna go with Choice Scarf this week. We're going with Silk Scarf, I meant to say. We're gonna go Silk Scarf this week because normal stab just hits so hard against this team. We 1 to 2 hit, 1 to 2 hit KO about everything. Cloyster, we need some chip, but then depending on chip, and stuff like that, we can actually just straight up obliterate this thing with a double edge. And we have Roost Recovery. We actually have a good chunk of HP investment for some bulk. We're only running enough speed to outspeed the Breloom, which also outspeeds Cloyster, because Cloyster and Breloom share the same speed tier. So that's really, really good there as well. So if I really want to annihilate Breloom, I can. Double Edge, I can also play around that as well. So definitely something out there. But we have to be very careful with things like Slowbro of the Rocky Helmet, just because we don't want to take too much chip down. I also don't want to get Skulled. I don't want to get Ice Beamed. So there's also that. I do have U-turn for the pivoting, obviously. But my dual stab just really hits so hard. I don't really need close combat because I can annihilate Blissey without it, to be honest. So definitely something to note with there. Up next, we're going to kick it off with Ocean, our Manaphy, with a very weird set. I know this set makes absolutely no sense, but I kind of wanted to do some factoring in here. Something to kind of not exactly beat Blissey with, but can kind of manage Blissey down little by little. So we have Ice Beam, Energy Ball, Waterfall, and U-turn with a Rash Nature. Again, his team's more special. Is going to be more physically offensive than specially offensive, so I don't really need too special bulky. Not exactly physically bulky per se, but we are running enough speed again to outspeed the Breloom. We have Ice Beam, Energy Ball, Waterfall, and U-turn. Obviously, like I said before, 136 HP for bulk, 12 in defense for the bulk, and then the rest going special attack with the Rash Nature. Basically, this thing is designed to hit, kind of just break through some of his main weakness mons, and then just kind of win. So we need to keep this thing alive for the Cloyster, because if Cloyster gets a Shell Smash off, and I have nothing else that can potentially revenge Cloyster, especially if we bring it down to Sash from something and everything like that. we need something for Cloyster. So I have to be very careful in playing with my Manaphy and don't not risk it or put it in a position to where it can easily lose to Cloyster at +2. So definitely have to be very careful with that. But yeah, Waterfall is also there for the flinch chances for the Lissy, so we can kind of play around that. So I'm actually have here Epona, our Rapidash here with the Flame Body ability, just because we can be able to get some burn damage. And like I said, we're playing with those speed tiers again. And pretty much the rest of this team is going to be designed to outspeed pretty much his base 70s and below. This does outspeed also. We also outspeed no bulk Gliscor, which I don't really expect there to be bulky Gliscor, speedy Gliscor. I do expect just mostly bulky Gliscor in that type of situation. But Rapidash, extremely good here. If he is max defensive Slowbro with a bold nature and everything, with an adamant nature at +2, Mega Horn, if connects, essentially guarantee kills unless he is Tango Berry. But there is no way in God's green earth he is Tango Berry. But again, I really don't think he's going to bring Heatran. Heatran doesn't really match up against my team at all, really. It does not do anything against my team, so that's going to be something that's really good. Also, something about Manaphy, I now have 2 pivoters with U-turn, which is going to be really good for our team. And I can help with pivoting. I think it's going to also throw him for a loop to see U-turn potentially. But Rapidash here, strong breaker. We are running Morning Sun, which is actually going to give us reliable recovery to kind of just spam attacks against him. Now, we could have potentially went Charcoal this matchup, but with having to deal with a Slowbro, we are definitely going with the Expert Belt to give us that guaranteed damage that does KO. And what's really cool about that is that besides Slowbro, I can then be able to just do things again. Flare Blitz has a chance to burn as well. But again, if we set up a SD, we pretty much just destroy everything on Phantom's draft. Like, he literally will have nothing to stop fire coverage. Once is it? Obviously, if he brings Heatran, we have to beat Heatran down to the point where at +2, if Mega Horn can get the kill, it can get the kill, but that's got to be down to obviously around like 20-something%. To have the best chance for it. So I'm hoping and praying that me not bringing ground coverage is gonna cost me here. I'm really hoping it's not gonna cost me here. But yeah, we're running 116 HP, max attack, adamant, 72 into defense, and again, outspeed the base 70s. We're bringing freebie our Celebi this week, and Celebi is very interesting this week. We're running Nasty Plot this time. We're running fully offensive Celebi as well. This is actually designed to outspeed Heatran. So if Heatran is for some reason a Specs Heatran, which I don't think it would be, I think it would possibly be a Choice Scarf Eruption set or a Trapper set, more likely. We outspeed Heatran, which is really good. And I decided to go with the risk of going Monos, because Monos had to guarantee some damage right there. At +2, I'm pretty sure Psychic does guarantee knockout a non-careful nature Spadev Gliscor. At Water Pulse, I think has a 75% chance to OHKO a Heatran with no bulk, which is also really good. If it's Spidef, the Heatran is only guaranteed 2 KO, so we'd have to get the Nasty Blood off at the right moment to where we can hit Heatran. Heatran doesn't always guarantee knock me off, especially if it's a Trapper set. If it's a Trapper set, he's not going to really do too much damage to me. I can be able to handle that, so I think that's really good. So overall, I think Celebi is going to be a really good breaker for this matchup, and I think can definitely put in a lot of work, and I think it's definitely going to be a good mon this week. Up next, we have our Queen, the Nido Queen this week, and definitely going to be risking it this week. I think definitely have a big problem ahead of us with the fact that we don't have access to Super Fang, which really sucks for Nidoqueen because that's one of my favorite moves to run on Nidoqueen is Super Fang. Like if you guys saw my TBL run, that's all I really ran on Nidoqueen almost every single week because Super Fang is just so good to get guaranteed 50% chip, and then just to get guaranteed range of something on my squad or for something for Nidoqueen. It's just so good. It really is. 36 HP, max attack, 12 special attack, and then 208 speed with the naive nature, with enough speed to outspeed Breloom. With the Ice Beam, obviously there for Breloom, but mostly there for Gliscor. Earthquake is there for pretty much everything else on his team. Crunch there for the Slowbro. I might either switch between Thunderbolt and Crunch for dealing with Slowbro, and then probably running something like Super Fang, stuff like that for Blissey. Not Super Fang, Super Power for Blissey, stuff like that. So I think I've probably talked myself into doing that. Just because I need something for that Blissey in case it's 1v1. What I need to try to do is make sure that I reveal special moves in front of him. So if I don't reveal if I reveal any type of physical move, he won't invite Blissey in. And once Blissy's in, and I can superpower that thing, I'm pretty sure that will drop. And we get rid of Blissey, that opens up so much for my team. That opens up so much for potentially Ocean, even though Ocean won't take advantage of water coverage. It opened up the doors majorly for things like Azelf and Celebi, which is really, really good for our team. So there's that. And speaking of Azelf, I also forgot to nickname him, so there's that. We have Azul or Azelf here, very, very bulky offensive spread here. 52, we decided to go with the speed for Heatran. I didn't bother for Raichu just because Raichu, I mean, I had to pretty much run like max speed, outspeed Raichu. And I felt like I was losing so much. So we're going to run Culpa Berry set with Nasty Plot. Nasty Plot +2, Dazzling Gleam 2 KOs, Drapion unless it's a full Spadef Drapion, which would be very problematic, but it would also mean Drapion's not that much of a threat against me, so that's really good. 116 HP, 76 defense, max special attack with a modest nature, 12 in Spadef, and then 52 speed. We do have Drain Punch on there. It's kind of there to kind of trick around with him. I might switch this to Naive. I might. And the thing is, too, is I really wanted to put Energy Ball in this set because Energy Ball also checks Slow Row, but I really can't because of Drapion. I have to have Dazzling Gleam. So I gotta hope and pray that Dazzling Gleam can be able to 1v1 against Slow Row if I was in that situation. So there's that. But I think, again, Azelf can put in a lot of work this week, and I think Azelf can just do a lot. I think this is gonna have to be the set I have to rock with. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new. Hopefully we can pull out a W, and hopefully if we're not 2-0 right now, we go 2-1. And if we're 2-0 right now, we go 3-0 instead of 2-1. So that being said, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Until next time, everybody. Peace.